Good afternoon, students. Welcome in Pharmacognosy Practical. Today I will start the experiment number 4. And experiment is to study morphological and microscopical characteristics of cinchona bark. Okay. Firstly, see the diagram of cinchona bark and tears of the cinchona. These are the plant of cinchona. Then here are the tears of the cinchona bark. In that cork are present, that is also phloem, then phelogens are present, then pheloderms are present, then cortex, then starch, then micro sphenoidal crystals. Okay, then secretion cells, that is round are the secretory cells, then medullary rays, then phloem fibers and secondary phloem are also present in the tears of cinchona bark. Then in left side, piece of the cinchona bark are present. Okay, and here are the bark of cinchona. These are the bark of cinchona. Okay, now I will start the next procedure. Prior concept: section cutting technique, then staining, mounting and observation of transverse section of cinchona bark. Then new concept, proposition first, that is morphological characteristics, and it includes the organoleptic characters and extra features. Then proposition second, in that macroscopical characters, it includes the observation of important tissue compound of transverse section of cinchona bark. Then proposition third is adulterants, in that it is debasement of genuine crude drugs and which proved harmful. Then learning objectives, intellectual skill and motor skill. In intellectual skill, ability to interpret the tissue components. Then motor skill, in that ability to prepare thin transverse section of cinchona bark. Then to handle and observe the instrument and crude drug correctly. And third is labeling different component of cell. Then requirement: apparatus, microscope, then watch glass, camel brush, then glass slides, cover slip, beaker, dropper, filter paper, forceps, test tubes, then test tube holder, tripod stand, then wire gauge, dissecting needles, then sharp razor for TS cutting, etc. Microscope for the observation of TS, then watch glass for the placing the cutting TS, then camel hair brush for the taking TS on slide. Okay, then chemicals, fluoroglycerol, then concentrated HCl, iodine solution, glycerin, etc. Fluoroglycerol and concentrated HCl for the staining TS, and iodine solution for the starch, and glycerin for the calcium oxalate crystal or water. Then crude drugs, that is cinchona bark. Then here are the diagram of cinchona bark and plant. Then here are the TS of cinchona bark. Then stepwise procedure. Synonym of cinchona bark. Synonym of cinchona is Jesuit bark or Peruvian bark. These are the synonyms of cinchona bark. Then biological source is, it consists of dried bark of cultivated trees of Cinchona caliacea weed or C. ledgerina mocans. Then C. officinalis lean. Then C. succirubra pau. Then X. clotozus or hybrids of either of the last two species with either of the first two. Then it contains not less than 6% of total alkaloids of the cinchona. Then family is the Rubiaceae. Okay, Rubiaceae is the family of cinchona bark. And biological sources consist of the dried bark of cultivated trees of Cinchona caliacea weed. Okay, or C. officinalis lean, and belong to the family Rubiaceae. Okay, then macroscopy. In that organoleptic characters, color, sorry, odor of cinchona bark is slight and characteristics. These are the odor of cinchona bark, slight and characteristics. Then taste is intensively bitter and slightly astringent. Okay, intensively bitter and slightly astringent. Then microscopy of cinchona bark. First peridrome. First peridrome, in that cork. Cork is the several layer of thin walled, flat, then polygonal cells with reddish brown contents, then impregnated with suberin. Then phylogens. These are the two to three layers thin walled cells without any cellular contents. Then phylloderm, 6 to 8 layers of thin walled rectangular cell without any cellular contents. These are the periderm. Then cortex, several layers of thin walled tangentially elongated cells containing reddish brown matter and calcium oxalate crystal, 2 to 6 meter long, and microphonoidal crystals. Okay. Then next is starch grain. These are the rounded 6 to 8 meter of in diameter. Then sclerites are absent. Okay, starch grains rounded 6 to 8 in diameter. Then scleroids are absent. Then cavities, that is secretion canals, are present. Then secondary phloems, in that sieve tubes, then fibers, then phloem parenchyma and medullary rays. Then sieve tubes, the compact cell being about the 200 meter long and 15 to 20 meter width and having narrow companion cells. Most of the sieve tubes are compressed and collapsed. Then fibers are the numerous, large, fusiform, lignified phloem fiber having a straighted wall and conspicuous tubular or funnel-shaped pits, then mostly isolated, sometimes in group of the 2 or 3 fibers. These are the fibers. Then phloem parenchyma, in that phloem parenchyma are thin, then dark reddish brown walls, and some with micro prisms of calcium oxalate. Okay. Then medullary rays, one of three serrates extended up to the cortex cell and readily elongated and contain starch grains. Okay. These are the microscope. Okay. First, periderm. In periderm, cork, phylogens, and phyloderm. Cork is the several layer of thin wall. Upper part is cork. Okay. Cork is the several layer of thin wall, flat, polygonal cells with reddish brown contents, then impregnated with suberin. Then phylogens, 2 to 3 layers, thin wall cell without any cellular contents. Then phyloderm, 6 to 8 layers of thin walled rectangular cells without any cellular contents. Okay. Then next is cortex. Cortex, several layers of thin walled tangentially elongated cells containing reddish brown matter. Then calcium oxalate crystals, 2 to 6 meter long. Then microphonoidal crystals. Starch grain, rounded or 6 to 10 meter in diameter, and sclerites are absent. Cavities, that is secretion canals, are present. Then secondary phloem. In secondary phloem, sieve tubes, fibers, and phloem parenchyma and medullary rays. Then sieve tubes, the compact cell being about 200 meter long and 15 to 20 meter width and having narrow companion cells. Most of the sieve tubes are compressed and collapsed. Then fibers, numerous, large, fusiform, lignified phloem fiber having straighted wall and conspicuous tubular and funnel-shaped pits, mostly isolated, sometimes in group of 2 to 3 fibers. Then phloem parenchyma. Phloem parenchyma are thin, then dark reddish brown walls. Dark reddish brown walls. Sometimes microprisms of calcium oxalate. then last is the medullary rays, 1 to 3 serrates, then extended up to the cortex cell, then radially elongated and contains starch grain. Then next is the chemical constituents of cinchona bark. And that alkaloids are quinine, quinidine, then cinchonin and cinchonidine. These are the chemical constituents. Okay, then use of cinchona, antimalarial and antipyretics. Antimalarial and antipyretics are the use of cinchona. Then allied drugs, that is cuprea bark and Colombian bark. Then marketed preparations are cinchona extract and compound cinchona tinctures. Then stepwise procedure of section cutting. Clean the platform and issue the apparatus. Then issue the sample of crude drugs. Then preparation of sample for sectioning. Then boiling of the sample. Then section cutting. Transfer the section into watch glass containing water. If crude drugs is too hard or in any cases we are subject okay for this. Then staining process. Take a clean watch glass and add a staining solution to it. Then with the help of brush, transfer the section taken from the watch glass containing water to stained solution and keep it for 2 to 3 minutes. Then transfer it to watch glass containing plain water so that excess stain is washed away. This section is ready for mounting. Then mounting process. Transfer the section to be mounted on the glass sides with the help of brush. Then add a 1 to 2 drop of the water on the section with the dropper. Then place the clean cover slip over the section with the help of forceps and needle. Then with the help of blotting paper, wipe the excess of water present outside the cover slip. Then slide is ready for observation. Then observation. Select a place in the laboratory for microscope. Then where sufficient light is available, set the microscope in such a way that a C-arm towards to you and the objective and mirror facing the light. Then open the diaphragm completely with the help of sub-stage mirror. Then adjust the position so that the field of view sufficiently illuminated. Place the slide prepared on the stage of the microscope at the center with the section placed exactly in the line with the stage window lying above the condenser. Then fix the slide between the clip. Now the slide can move forward, backward or sideways above the stage with the help of two screws provided on the mechanical stage and take observation. These are the procedure. Then staining. First TS with chloroglycinol and concentrated HCl. Then pink color of TS. Then lignified phloem fiber present in the TS. Then TS with iodine shows the blue color and starch. Okay, these are the staining procedure. Then observation. In that observation table for macroscopy and second is observation table for staining. Okay, in macroscopy write down the test and observation, color, odor and taste. Okay, color, odor and taste. Then last is the conclusion. The given sample of crude drug is found to be, and write down here conclusion. Then here are the, and last is the important question related to this experiment. Okay, after watching this video your students are able to answer this question. Now I will stop here. Thank you.